selection. Congratulations for making it this far.
Into
Give
the team
yourselves a round
captain
of
positions
applause.
of the playoff alliance.
I all hope that you had just as much fun as I did during our qualification matches. However, it is time to make some tough choices. It's now time for us to invite our top 4 alliances onto the field to choose their alliance members. Just a recap, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently than how we do in on-season competitions. For instance, it'll only be 4 instead of 8 like we showed in the video, and each alliance captain will be choosing 3 teammates instead of their usual 2. This is done in the interest of brevity while also working with the understanding that some of these robots are reaching the end of their lifespan, and having another alliance member can speed along the competition a little bit. So it's going to look a little bit differently than what you're expecting. However, it should be pretty much the same flow. We did bring this up during our drivers meeting this morning, so hopefully you were awake and paying attention to that. Without further ado, I have the joy of inviting our number 4 ranked alliance captain onto the field, 2635.
All right, here's the Lake Monsters.
Right above them in the number 3 spot, 1425.
Error Code 0, our host for the day.
Sitting comfy in the rank number 2, it's 2374.
Jesuit Robotics.
And our number 1 ranked team for first chance of 2024, welcome, 1540.
The Flaming Chickens.
As per usual, our number 1 ranked team will have their first choice out of all of the potential teams to join their alliance.
Team 1540 would like to invite the loudest team here, Team 2374.
2374!
That's Jesuit Robotics.
Team 2374 accepts your gracious offer.
With number 2 ranked team joining with our number 1, that means that everyone gets to move up, and I get to invite a new alliance captain onto the field. That'll be 997.
Spartan Robotics.
Back up to our new number 2 ranked alliance captain. They get their first choice.
Team 1425, I'd like to invite the most accurate team, 6443.
That's Aimbot.
Team 6443 graciously accepts your offer.
They accept, and we don't need to make any changes, so we can just move on to our number 3 alliance captain.
Team 2635 would like to extend an offer to Team 5468.
5468.
Chaos Theory.
Team 5468 graciously accepts this offer.
They accept their offer, and we get to move on to our number 4 alliance captain. That'd be 997. We're reading numbers on fingers.
Okay. Team 997 would like to invite Team 40. Oh, shoot.
You can do it.
I'm so sorry.
Not a problem at all. Let's see.
Team 4043, Nerd Herd.
4043, Nerd Herd.
The Nerd Herd.
Team 4043 gratefully accepts this offer.
All right, now our number 4 alliance captain does get to choose their 3rd position. So I'm going to give them just a moment to strategize, talk amongst themselves, and for possibly the last time, I get to tell one of the worst jokes I've ever read. So if you were here yesterday, you should know the answer. If you were here last season, you definitely know the answer. But I get to ask, how much does a polar bear weigh? Fantastic. Thank you so much for playing along. Again, I promise next year, new joke. It'll probably be just as bad. Are we ready? All right.
Team 997
43.
Team Mean Machine.
Team 2471 accepts your gracious offer.
Fantastic. Now, just a reminder, this will not be our final crew. We get to invite one more team to this alliance. However, we can now move up to our number 3 alliance for their choice.
Team 2635 and Team 5468 would like to invite 7034.
7034.
To be determined.
Team 7034 graciously accepts this offer.
Fantastic. We'll give them a moment to strategize and move up to our number 2 alliance. Hey, gang. How we doing? You can have just one moment. Absolutely. I like to find calm in silence. Peace. Take a moment. Reflect. All right, we're ready.
Team 1425
And Team 6443.
would like to pick team. Sorry, my brain's a little mushy right now.
It's been a long day. No
Yeah.
worries.
And we were here yesterday. What? I can't hear you, Sam.
2521.
2521. Search.
That's Cert.
Team 2521 would like to accept this gracious offer.
Fantastic. We'll leave them to strategize and move up to our number 1 alliance.
We would like some more time.
Just a little bit of time. I'd like to remind everyone that back in my day, when I was a student, there were no cell phones. There was no texting. I mean, there were cell phones, but we weren't. I know I sound like your mom. I was in high school a long time ago. You just had a clipboard, some papers, and you walked out, and whatever number you said, you rolled with. It was the wild, wild west. This is probably more organized and leads to better strategy overall. However, I do think it's very fun to call. Who are they on the phone with, by the way? Anyone up in the stands? Yes, okay. Player tickets over the corner. Hi. Not even looking at me. In the zone. Laptop, phone connected. Also looking down here. Yep. On the phone. Yep. You got your clipboard. You got your pen. Hello. Would it be easier if the 2 of you that are in the stand sat next to each other? We really do need a decision. We have lots of good options still available. Shout out to Mims. Who's still here? 957. Great choice. 2898. I think they'd be fun. 4692. Could work. 4488. Okay, I think we are ready. Here we go.
Team 1540
And Team 2374.
would like to invite Team 4692.
4692.
The Metal Mallards.
Fantastic. Nobody run away. They get to make one more round of choices. So we are going to give them just a second to talk amongst themselves. Come up with one more choice. See if their strategists in the stands can come up with one final strategy that will win them the medal. We do have awards, by the way. They were made and handcrafted lovingly by one of our site hosts, Tom Somerville. They're beautiful. These ones will even be personalized with your team's winning number on it. So the stakes are high. That's what I'm getting at. All right, we are ready back at the number 1 alliance.
Team 1540
Team 2374.
Team 4692.
would like to invite team 9990.
9990.
All right, aimbot number 2.
Robot 9990, part of Team 6443 aimbot, would like to graciously accept this offer.
Fantastic. We now have our 4 teams that will make up our number 1 alliance and can move down to our number 2 alliance.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Team 1425
And Team 6443 and Team 2521.
would like to graciously invite Team 957 Swarm.
957.
They're doing my job. Swarm.
Fantastic. We now have our full number 2 alliance and can move on down to our number 3 alliance. It's getting kind of crowded out here, guys. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Team 2635, Team 5468, Team 7034 would like to extend an offer to 2733.
2733. Midnight.
What was the number?
That's the pig mice.
We're holding the mic down here.
Team 2733 is honored to accept your gracious offer.
We now have our number 3 alliance and can move down to our final choice of the afternoon. Are we ready?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Team 997
And 2471.
And 4043.
would like to invite Team 9992 to join our alliance.
9992.
Skynet.
Team 9992, a subsidiary of 2550, accepts this gracious offer.
Fantastic. Our full number 4 alliance, these will be who is in the playoff. We have our remaining teams over to the side who will potentially be here for backups if necessary. However, we are going to take a quick break, get ready for the playoffs, and we will see you shortly.